Research log. Day. I honestly don't know anymore. I don't know who's left to hear this, but someone will need to hear this if history is to be recorded accurately. We have made a grave error, all of us. To sum up, over a decade of research, the planet is alive. It is a living, breathing organism, and we have used up any patience it had left for us. You see, I had a theory that when the earthquakes began about a decade ago, that it wasn't exactly due to the usual tectonic plate shifting. These felt targeted. It sounds ridiculous even now. I know my colleagues believe that, but I knew there had to be more to it. The earthquakes were hard to explain away easily. And then the hurricanes, droughts, tornadoes, tsunamis, sandstorms, or just storms in general. They still rage on to this day. If my colleagues were still around, maybe they'd believe me now. But it doesn't really matter anymore. It targeted major cities, causing blackouts, not to mention extreme damage with little to no chance of recovery. It wasn't long before the planet started reclaiming everything we had built up. It was like a tidal wave of nature overtaking everything in its path. Those that survived the initial bloom ran screaming about an overgrowth, and that's what it's been called since, the growth. Any remaining folks retreated into clusters, small communities. Some folks decided that the world was changing, and that they needed to change with it. They rejected advancement and went back to the soil, resting their faith, hope, desire in the growth and its dwellers to spare them for their penance. They see so-called advancements of the past as the root cause of the issues that we're currently facing and have shunned it, and those that sympathize with technology, who knows what became of them in the growth. Others sought out any remaining semblance of normalcy, trying to regain electricity, advanced tools, medicines, machinery, whatever they could find using whatever means necessary, trying to save as many people as they could with the resources that they could scavenge, as well as keeping the growth back and away from their communities. And then there was those that sat in the midst of all this chaos, adapting to the present with the advancements that got us here, mixing our technology with that of the growth. It is a work in progress. There's so few of us left, but it's a noble effort to keep going, to keep living with the cards that have been handed to us. Where does that leave us currently? Well, we have inherited a fresh world. Is it hostile? Dangerous? Full of things that could kill us? Yes. When was it not? There has always been a chance that things could go wrong. But the more we learn about this growth, the more chances of surviving that will go up. I have faith in the inheritors of this world, the survivors that have managed to adapt so quickly, those in the growth, outside of it, and amongst it. We will survive. And log.
A new era begins. A planet in deep recovery, world pressing a hard reset and letting its body flush out the parasites that have ravaged it for so long. Flora and fauna are no longer sitting by and watching. They live and move and breathe like animals now, reacting and interacting with the things around them. Nothing we knew was right, and we must learn it all again. We have a year to establish our means of survival. 3 communities lost, yet intertwined, in the growth amongst them all. Good luck, and may the frost shepherds be merciful.